Today we're going to use and abuse slice and dice. We got the Super Sawzall from Milwaukee going up against a 36-volt LXT Makita Recip Saw. That's right, in this tool duel we'll talk about all the specs, we'll talk about the price, we'll talk about the functionality, some of the features that one has over the other, and then of course the speed. We're also going to try getting our old friend over here on the video. That's right, a special guest, you'll see that in a bit. But we're going to go through some treated 6x6 lumber today. I definitely think this is going to be a close tool duel, so I definitely want to hear your comments in the comment section below and let me know which one you think wins this one. So let's take a look at the Milwaukee Super Sawzall first. You're looking around $249 for tool only. You got the Orbital action on this saw. You do get the adjustable shoe. You do not get that on the Makita. That's a huge feature for a lot of people, so keep that in mind. You got the LED light. You do not have the quick release though on this. However, you do have an adjustable speed knob right there, or you can use the variable speed trigger. You also got that really nice rafter hook right here. Today in the test we are going to use a 12Ah battery. This is the high output. This is the biggest one you can find. I would definitely recommend something larger for this saw to slice and dice. All around, it is one of the biggest or bulkiest saws you can find out there, but is an extremely well made saw. You got that rubber overmold right there. Everything on the saw is built really well. The grip on there, it's real nice like. The saw delivers the same amount of power as a 15 amp corded, 1/4 inch stroke length, and you got the 5-year warranty on it. 8.8 pounds for the saw without the battery. 3,000 strokes per minute, and of course, it is brushless. Now I use this saw constantly, and I will tell you the thing that comes to mind with this saw is that it's like a bulldozer. If you're doing demolition, this thing will eat through anything and it'll do it quickly. Overall, it is just a powerhouse, and I love that it only takes the 118 volt battery. Now with that said, let's move it over to the Makita 36 volt. The LXT 36 volt, this thing here takes two batteries, not one, two 18 volts. Some people have an issue with this, some people do not. I really don't know how I feel about it personally. Sometimes I'm okay with it, sometimes it just irks me. If you buy one single 5Ah battery at the Home Depot, you're looking at $140. Right now on sale, if you buy a 12Ah battery from the Milwaukee, you're only looking at $189-ish. But either or, it does take the two batteries. It will not work with just one. You got a rather large rafter hook right there, easy to use, and you got that quick insert, which I love. It stays open, you just slide your blade in and then it pops it out when you're done. You got the LED light up there, nothing special, but it works. Now what I really love about this saw is just the ergonomics of it. You got that really thin tapered body up front, and it really allows you to put your hands around that and have complete control. The other thing I really like is that trigger right there. Instead of coming straight back, well, it kind of goes up and over in a curve, and it allows you to work in a lower position more comfortably. Now, instead of a speed dial, you have a speed switch right here. You got a setting 1 and a setting 2. It's also used for your lock position. This machine will allow you to go up to 3,000 strokes per minute, and it gives you the 1 1/4 stroke length. It also is smaller and weighs 9.3 pounds with both batteries in, so a little bit lighter than the Milwaukee. You'll also get a 3-year warranty on this tool. It is definitely the more comfortable of the two saws, but what I want to see is how do they perform. Let's do that, but before we do, I shot some video of an old friend stopping by. I really thought we were going to get along better this time, but unfortunately, well, this is what happened. All right, listen here, Makita Gnome. It's time for us to make up. I want to be friends. Hey. How dare you! I am tired of continuously reaching out to you and you pushing me. Are you laughing at me? Come here! Oh, the pesky Makita Gnome. Oh, great. Now I got to deal with this guy. All right, me versus me. Milwaukee versus Makita. Let's go. All right, the Milwaukee IA on the right, the Makita on the left. There's no orbital action on either one of these because, well, I turned it off on the Milwaukee and Makita doesn't have it. So the Makita actually taking the win on the left-hand side. I'm curious if I'm pushing down a little bit harder. We're going to switch things up and see what happens. But Makita definitely impressing me without the orbital. Oh, Makita taking it. Now I will tell you, even without the orbital on the Makita, it does feel like it sort of has a orbital action to it. There's a little bit of a vibration, and it just cuts quick. Now let's move it to the right and see what happens. All right, may have been pushing down a little bit harder when it was on the left because now the Milwaukee IA is taking it without the Orbital. But either or, the Makita, very impressive with the speed, even without the Orbital. And what a horribly unstraight cut that I'm doing with the Milwaukee on the left.
Don't judge me.
All right, the Milwaukee winning on the left, but not by as much as the Makita did. But let's turn the Orbital on the Milwaukee and see what happens. And we'll switch sides again and see if we get the same results. The Orbital playing a huge role when it comes to speed, getting that cut done. That saw is just a bulldozer with the Orbital on. Milwaukee IA just dominating with that Orbital. I want to remind you, there is no adjustable shoe either on the Makita. That said, it's still holding its own, but maybe it needs some music. So let me, oh, my 100,000 subscriber sign. Let me move that because we definitely want to get to 100,000 subscribers. I'll put that music on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yep, just wanted to remind you. All right, let's switch sides. Orbital on the Milwaukee again. Yep, doesn't matter which side we go, that Orbital action just eats that wood up. The Orbital on that Milwaukee just eating the Makita's lunch. But let's try one more cut, straight down, no rocking. I'm keeping the Orbital on the Milwaukee because, well, it has it, and if it has it, we're using it. So again, the Orbital is on the Milwaukee. There's no Orbital on the Makita. Straight down, no rocking at all. There you go. Just no stopping that Milwaukee with the Orbital action on. Now, a lot of you are going to say, well, you got the 12AH battery in the Milwaukee, but you only got the 18 volts in the Makita. Well, the Makita is a 36 volt and the Milwaukee's an 18, so whatever. But here's what I'm thinking. The Milwaukee, it's definitely bulkier, it's heavier, it's not as comfortable to use. When you're working lower, that trigger kind of gets to you, where the Makita just feels great everywhere, above your head, lower angles, it doesn't matter. It's missing the adjustable shoe, you don't have the Orbital, you have to use 2 batteries, but it is just a comfortable saw to use. I actually enjoy using that saw very much. The downward angle on that saw on the Makita also helps as well. Now this one's a tough tool duel for me, and usually I'm able to pick out which one I like a lot more, but this is how I'm thinking. With the Milwaukee, if you're just going full bore demolition, want to cut through this stuff 1,000 miles per hour, this is the way to do it. That's a bulldog of a saw, and nothing is going to stand in the way. However, if you are not just simply demolition, you're working in different angles or above your head, you know, the Makita is just excellent at that. So these are both fantastic saws. The Makita held its own without that Orbital action. I was sort of surprised. If I absolutely had to pick which one I would go with, it would be the Milwaukee. And the reason why is because it only takes the 1 battery. I still get, I don't know, a little frustrated with the 2 battery platform. And well, it's just a powerhouse. I mean, there's nothing you can say about it. It has the Orbital action. It is just an absolute powerhouse of a saw. So I want to know what you think. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Which one do you think won this tool duel? Was it the Milwaukee, the heavy duty, just beastly, eat through anything type of saw with the Orbital action and the 1 battery? Or is it the more nimble Makita saw, a little bit more comfortable, a little lighter, and easier to use? I'm very curious. I always love hearing your feedback. I will leave a link in the description for both saws for you to check out. If you could smash that like button, it would be greatly appreciated. And if you like tool duels or just new tools in general, make sure you get subscribed and hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on any new videos. Waiting for the 100,000 subscriber mark, and I would love to have you with us. And who knows, maybe even the Makita gnome will become friends with the channel. Appreciate all of you stopping by, and with that, we'll be back with more videos soon.